My name is Chris Galesdorf, and I'm a Senior System Administrator for Northwest Human Services. I've been in this role for about 5 years, but I've been with the company for 15, almost 16 years. We are a small nonprofit that serves medical, mental health, dental, and homeless needs. We were using Internet Explorer primarily for a long time, and we had the system locked down for security purposes and reduced customizations for support. And we had to find a new browser because we rolled out some new platforms that were not compatible with Internet Explorer. So we were forced to roll out Google Chrome um, to be able to use some of these platforms. And so we were really missing some of the group policy aspects and the things that we could control over Internet Explorer, but we had no other choice. So we had users that had to use Internet Explorer and Chrome, depending on what application that they were launching into. And we used shortcuts to pre-populate that as much as possible, where it would launch the browser and then launch the specific website within the browser. We wanted to move to Microsoft Edge as soon as it was announced because we knew it would have the standards of the Chromium engine behind it, and we missed having the ability to lock down and put controls for security, as well as being able to support users that all had a standard configuration rather than going in and finding someone that was using a specific add-in or something like that that wasn't working with our system. We started using Microsoft Edge as soon as the first preview build went out. We actually had users asking to be into the beta program, which I have never seen that in my 15 plus years here, that somebody has approached me and said, how do I get in? I want what so and so has. And so we, for the most part, we were able to accommodate them and add that and grow our beta ring even more before we hit production. As part of the rollout process, once we've got it rolled out into production, we worked on the enterprise site list and the IE mode for Microsoft Edge. We were able to create a site list and put some of our very legacy intranet-based applications that required IE, some other custom ActiveX pieces at the time that we put into the site mode list, and we were able to tell users, you don't have to click on Internet Explorer anymore. You can click on Microsoft Edge, and it will be a one-stop shop for everything.